Hey guys, welcome back to Feed the Beast Ultimate, back in our Skyblock. It's late morning, it looks like, here in our Skyblock world, and yep, that's right, we have a new add-on to our building and a few changes lurking about, so let's go ahead and run through a few of these pretty quickly. First things first, you guys are going to notice that I got rid of our sugarcane farm that I had going here. It's been quite an eyesore for me for some time now. Not a big fan of the sand myself, so I got plenty of it for now, and it shouldn't be a problem to get if I need it. I did make a few changes to the igloo and the way it's shaped, but I still feel like I need a little bit of practice. It's gonna take some time, guys. A lot of things that I build in Minecraft take practice. For me, it does. And I like to try to learn things on my own, so definitely something that I'm going to be practicing again and again and again very soon. So we might see some different variations of this coming up. But how you doing, Mr. Jenkins? Do you enjoy your wait, what? Mr. Jenkins? Is that Mrs. Jenkins? Well, why didn't you tell me about this? I wouldn't have yelled at you. Don't give me that. Oh, well, hello, Mrs. Jenkins. How are you doing? How do you like the new igloo? Cold shoulder, huh? Well, fine. Your wife, she is rude, and I will see you tomorrow. We can watch our tournaments. Nope, Mrs. Jenkins, you are not allowed to go out. Not after giving me the cold shoulder. Anyway, with that being said, I got a few other things to show you guys. I went ahead and took you guys' advice and threw the enchantment books into our shelves, kind of somewhat organized, but I like the way this works out. You just right click on these guys and they kind of pop up. You got a little inventory space, and it's for decoration. So I'm actually enjoying that. We're still going to be working on a house, but additions to come later on. Someone also noted that we should have flipped our door, and so I did. And someone also pointed out that they were actually able to put the door on the ice. I haven't tried that yet to confirm, but yeah, just passing that along from what someone noted. And last but not least, this is probably one of the bigger changes, this new add-on. This is actually what we're going to be working in today. I want to get us made up a scrap system. Eventually, we're going to be making a Matter Fabricator, because I believe the Mass Fabricator is actually disabled, even though it shows it in here. I click on it all I want, and it's not going to show recipes because it's not craftable. It shows up, but it's not craftable. But the alternative for GregTech is the Matter Fabricator. Awesome. And we'll be sure to make this up later, not now. That's a little much. So I'm going to be making up some scrap, and we're going to put together a little scrap room today. And for that, we're going to need, well, recyclers. And there's actually a few things in here. There's actually, an automatic recycler. I'm not sure what this does. I haven't read up on this. I was actually just looking a minute ago and saw this in here, and I was like, what? So maybe you guys know. I'm not too sure at the moment. So I'll look it up a little bit later if I have to. But let's go ahead and get started. This should not be too bad to make at all. Now, I believe we're going to need to start out with some machine blocks. So I'm thinking about 6 machine blocks because I want 6 recyclers. So let's go ahead and make up 6 of those. And you're probably going to tell me I'm out of refined iron. That's right. Alright, it'll give me 2 stacks of iron. What I actually ought to do, now that I think about it, do we have any refined iron? Good, we do. Because this actually could come in handy. Say, for instance, we do this to this and encode that. Maybe that'll work in here. Oh, wait, we put this in here, right? Take a look at that. The problem with that is that going to use all of my iron up? Or is that just going to use what I need? Another issue with that is it's not sending out a stack at a time. So let me pull that out. Let me actually redo this. Let me make a new one. Should have did that in the first place, I think. So we'll take a stack of iron. We'll make a... Can I just do this? No. Right click. I'm not sure. Let's just do this. I don't really have a stack of this stuff. Alright, we'll do that. Encode. So a stack of that makes a stack of refined iron. Go. That helps out a little bit, I think. But hopefully that does not burn up all my iron. Let's do that. Because I have like 5,000 iron. And are you done? Currently crafting. Alright, good. It's not sending any more through. That's what I wanted to see. Alright, let's try the machine blocks one more time. So we have 6 machine blocks. Awesome. And now we're going to need some electronic circuits. Let's craft up 6 of those. We should have everything needed for that. There we go. And we're going to need some stone. Which I could probably actually do that in the induction furnace as well. There's quite a few things I could probably add into the induction furnace for later. But, like I said, I'll do that later. There we go. I was like, wait. I was doing it wrong. Nope. I was doing it right. Alright, so there we go. We need 6 compressors. I'm going to need refined iron. We're going to need refined iron down here. We're going to need our compressor there. We're going to need some dirt. And last but not least, we're going to need a little bit of glowstone. We should have some lurking around here somewhere. Whoops. There we go. And that goes right there on the top. That's going to make us 6 recyclers. And now we're also going to need a few igneous extruders. There we go. So we're going to need pneumatic servos, which I should have some of those made up. Some tin, glass, machine frames, and pistons. Alright, we should have all of that. I think I'm going to make about 8 of these things. So let's craft up 8 machine frames. And we should have some pneumatic servos. Plenty. And pistons? What about pistons? We got pistons? We should have plenty of pistons. And what goes on the sides? We need tin and glass. Right, we got that. And last but not least, a little bit of glass. Did I get that mixed up? Why isn't that working? Tin, pneumatic servo. Wait, did I seriously do that? Wow. I am blind. 8 igneous extruders. There we go. Will be the first to admit I am blind when it comes to doing and looking for stuff here. Alright, so we have 8 igneous extruders, 6 recyclers. Probably going to get some overclockers made up. Do we have any? I have 8. How many do I want to put in each of those? Probably... thinking at least 4 or 5. If we do 5, I'm going to need about... What is that? 22 more of these. So let's go to craftable items. And start it up. Alright, so that should get crafting overclockers for us. We should have pretty much everything we need to craft those, hopefully. I think the only thing we're going to be waiting on is possibly the water. So it'll take a few minutes. So you can see it's slowly going through the process of crafting. Just needs water. Alright, so we'll let it do its thing. And here we go, a full chest of cobblestone thanks to our igneous extruder here, ready to output some more. So that's kind of the basis of what we're going to be doing today. Now, let me grab some ME cabling. And there's actually something else I want to make up. And I actually already have some made up, but I'm just going to make one for you guys. That is a level emitter. You guys just actually told me all about this and told me all of its perks, that I was actually able to specify a set amount of a block that I want to keep in an inventory, and that when it has that specific amount, it emits a redstone signal, but something like that. We'll take a look at it. We're going to need a redstone torch, a basic processor, an ME cable, and some iron. Alright, iron, ME cable. What else do we need? Redstone torch. And basic processor. And there we have it, an ME level emitter. Now, like I said, I'm not 100% sure on how to explain that, but we will get to that today for sure. Now, let's see. I'm thinking about using these ME interfaces, either these ME interfaces or import buses. I'm going to go ahead and grab these export buses. I'll probably need some of those. Let's go ahead and grab the ME cables that we have. I think I'm going to go ahead and grab up another 5 of those ME interfaces. So go ahead and make me up 5 of those real quick. Nice and easy. There we go. Awesome. All right, now, not too sure what else I'm going to need. So we're just going to go ahead and start building, I think. Yes. Right? Wrong. No. Maybe? Yes. No. Sorry, guys. I actually have a 16K storage drive that I can make up, and that's what I'm going to make up real quick. I'm going to make up 1 of these. All right, there we go. We have 1. Awesome. Now, I'm also going to make up something I haven't made up before, and that's an ME chest. Oops. I want to make up 1 of these guys, an ME chest. We're going to need a conversion matrix, a chest, iron, and glass. We should be able to use that as part of our system, correct? We should be able to. I think. I've not used this guy before, so this is going to be a first for me. Alright, now, let's see. I'm going to need chest. Do I have any chests? I have regular chests, or iron chest and gold chest, but I don't have any regular. Alright, let's go ahead and make 1 of those up real fast. Go ahead and make a couple of them up. And we'll put those back. And do we have a conversion matrix? Well, we can make 1 up real quick. That's perfectly alright. And then I'm going to need some iron. I believe it goes like this or like this. Nope, I was wrong. Need glass, forgot. There we go, ME chest. Alright, so this storage drive should go into there. Okay. Alright, well, let's go have a little fun. Let's see if we can get this set up in some way. Now, the reason why I made this here is because, well, we have a nice straight shot to our network right there via that cabling, and I believe it's right around in here we have EU coming in. So we'll be able to wire this very well, I think. It just came to be a perfect spot for it. Alright, well, I'm going to take this ME chest. I'm going to place this guy right here in the corner over here. Let's take this M16K storage drive, place that in there. And let's see about starting to route this ME cable over. You guys are going to notice I do a lot of applied energistics. It's because I really like this mod. And I understand it. Well, kind of understand it. I don't like fully understand it, but I've been using quite a bit of it, and I really enjoy it. I like the possibilities that it has. Now, I know this isn't going to look too fancy, but I actually don't mind that too much. There we go. And 1 more right there. Alright, so there we go. This guy's got power. Sweet. And put that back. There we go. Now, how does that look? Does that look bad? Might have to do some kind of hiding of that a little bit later on. Because I couldn't go down. If I go down, I'm going to wind up going into the EU portion of our industrial craft room. It would wind up going into here, even though I'm probably going to have to make a hole like right here. That way I know where I need to feed my recyclers at. I'm thinking about like this, because this would probably be perfect. Alright, well anyways, let's do this side first. Getting ahead of myself. Alright, so we're going to put our igneous extruders on this side. How do I want to do this? I haven't thought about this yet. Now, I can expand this later on if I want to. That's why I did make this room big enough. It's definitely going to be expandable if needed. And the system should be expandable as well once we get done with it. If we get done with it. And I can figure out where I want to place these darn igneous extruders. Darn it. Because I'm going to be attaching the ME interfaces to the back. No, actually, let's try something. Let's actually try something. All right, let's go ahead and throw these down right there. Let's put the ME interfaces on top because the orange is already on top. They don't really look too bad in the first place, and technically they should be already connected to each other. So if I run the ME cable down, out, and around to here, that should connect the system. May actually just do that. Oops, give me that back. Thank you. Alright, so that actually should be working, even though I don't have these on yet, but that should be working. And that should send all of the cobble out of here into this ME chest. Now, as far as getting this level emitter to work, I might need a dark ME cable. And what did we need for that? We needed 2 ME cables, a lever, and 2 redstone. Alright, well let's actually do that here. I should be able to do that here. So I said 2 ME cables, 2 redstone, and a lever. Grab our minium stone for some quick crafting. Believe it was like this, right? Dark ME cable. Now this guy actually works with a redstone signal. That's why I'm using him. So if I remove him, place him there, and then place this, oops, nope, give me that back. That's not where I wanted to put you. And place you there, so you can see redstone signals on. Let me right click this guy, let's put cobble right there. Emit when levels are above the limit. Let's do it when emit when levels are below the limit, right? And we're gonna want, say for instance, I wanna keep possibly, we'll say 1024 cobble in there at all times. Now, we could come in here and possibly change this later on if we add in more recyclers. So if we want to add in more igneous extruders, we can too, which will produce the cobble faster, and then we can also raise this up if needed. Alright, so that should be working. Let's go ahead and jump down and see about making us... Well, actually, let me just do it here. I should be able to do everything in here. Alright, so I do have an ender tank on me. That's what I was hoping for. That's my lava source. And I got some water buckets. Perfect. Let's actually just take all these guys. Actually, I think that's all I should need. Alright, let me go and place this guy down. Put water in you. Lava. Lava. I know I missed the first one because it's already got water in it. There we go. And let's see. Let's go ahead and put the lava in there. Alright, so that guy's gonna get working. Whoops, darn it. Let's go ahead and get the rest of these guys up and going. And we'll place the rest of our buckets back in our system. Those guys are gonna go out to our transposer, get refilled. That way we always have water in our system. Alright, so these guys are going to be making cobblestone for us, and none of them have anything in there, nor in there, so all of them should be going into here. And there's another issue. stuff from our quarries coming in here. I would have to format these drives, wouldn't I? I didn't think I'd be running into this type of issue. Well, I might not actually need this system then. I might just be able to take this whole thing out. Let me go ahead and pull this out. Here, give me that. I really don't need that then. If it's gonna do that, I probably don't need that. That'll just keep cobble in my system. So if I type in, or I'll just type in C, we can see the cobble coming into our system right now. Now, I told it to keep how much in my system did I keep? 1,024. All right. Well, we got probably another minute before that reaches that. So while that works its way up, we'll hold on to the ME chest for later. That could be an access point for something or a drive later on. And we'll hold on to the 16K storage drive for later too. Let's actually go ahead and throw the iron ore, the gold ore, levers, silver ore back into our system. That way they can go get processed. And pull out our recyclers. Now, do we have any glass fiber cables? We should have some. If not, I can make some. There we go, that'll work. All right, now these guys run on a 32 EU input, right? And I think I actually went too far there. So let's pick this guy up. Place that guy back down. And recycler. All right, power's on. That's good. Uh-oh. Wait, what? Oh, no, that's right. I just derpy Bentley counted wrong. There we go. So these guys all have power. Let's go ahead and open up our, oops, did not mean to do that. Open up our terminal, type in overclocker. Why am I missing one? I know I typed in the correct amount. Let's go see what we're missing. Probably missing something crazy. Oops. Wait, I'm pretty sure I typed that in correctly, didn't I? Alright, whatever. Let's just go ahead and pull all of them out. I'm gonna need one more overclocker. I thought I typed that in right. I guess I didn't. Am I missing something? Am I really missing rubber? I am really missing rubber. Wow. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and grab some of this rubber wood. Let's throw this in our extractor. Let's actually make this a little bit faster on us. We don't need too much rubber. That should actually be enough to actually finish what we need it to. And we'll go ahead and come back in here, take this out. We'll let it finish its thing. I know I could take the overclockers out of there if I wanted to. So shift length cook that. Type in over, and there we go, our last overclocker. So we're gonna have, what is that, 4 in each of them? That should be fine. Even though I think they could take more. And I don't want to shift click these guys in there because they could actually recycle. And I don't want that to happen. See? We don't want that to happen. Don't want to shift click them in there because if I actually shift clicked them, look, see? Yep, they go right there. So we don't want to do that. All right. And let's pull this back, put that there. And that guy goes there. Good. All right, we're looking pretty good so far. Now this, we're going to have to, oh good, it shut off. So if we look into our system, let's type C in. We have 1,027 cobble. It might have took a second to shut off, so we might have a few extra here and there, which isn't too bad. But this guy is actually off now, so that's good. If I actually raise this up another 64, you'd see it come back on and start producing more cobble for us into our system. It should. Why aren't you doing it? Wait. Oh, it already sent it through. Duh. It already sent it through. If you remember, we had, what was that? I don't remember how much we had. We have 1472 in there now. But I believe what it's doing is it's storing the items here in the ME interfaces, which is not a bad thing. So if we do like instantly just pull some out, it'll instantly refill it, which is pretty nice. I think it'll just fill up these 8 cells in each of these which is actually pretty nice. Awesome, that works. Alright, so we got backup. We got ourselves backup. Now, let's just wire this along, because I believe we're going to want to put these into the top of the recyclers, right? Let's move this guy. Place him back down. There we go. Now, what do we need? Export buses? Probably going to need, what, 3 more of those? Alright, make them up. So I'm going to need 3 of these. There we go. And I'm actually going to need some import buses. Oh, good. I did make up that schematic, so we'll probably need 5 of those too. So we'll make me up 5 of those. You can see it's actually using the slime balls because it requires a sticky piston, so good stuff. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and set this up now. Right here, we're going to put our export buses all on top, and then out the front, we're going to put our import buses. And I believe we can actually have this set up onto the same line. I don't think this is actually going to hurt anything. I imagine I could just run this out the back right there. That should work. Looks a little tacky. Actually, I could probably run those out the back, so it wouldn't look as bad. Let's do that. Let's actually run this out the back. I should be able to run these import buses out the back side of these recyclers. That way I can also see when they're on. And I'd imagine it'd probably hide this stuff a little bit better. Then all I should have to do is just do that, and that'll hook everything up. It should. Alright, and import bus should pretty much pull everything out that we want. And if I fill up the export bus with a piece of cobblestone, it's going to start pulling out cobblestone from our system and placing it into the recycler, where the scrap should be automatically coming out. Now, that will probably pop on here in a minute. Let's go ahead and set this up. Let's grab a stack of cobblestone out of our system and pull that out and put a stack. Oops. Oh, wait. Move stacks. There we go. That'll keep us stacking each of these at a time. Wait, come on. There we go. There we go. Instant stack right there. Awesome. Looking good so far. Stack of cobble. Stack of cobble. Stack of cobble. And stack of cobble. Alright, so these guys should be producing scrap and sending that out into our system automatically. Now, I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to set up a system eventually to say how much scrap I have, like, well, to store. I don't know if I want like a ton of scrap, but I could also use that for scrap boxes, which we have a chance of getting other items out of. Definite possibility. So you can see this thing coming on every once in a while. It should be able to keep up with everything. Oh yeah, there's plenty in all of these. Look at that. Yeah, it should be able to keep up, no problem. Hopefully. Right? If I need to add more igneous extruders, I will. I definitely will. Alright, so let's actually go into our terminal. Let's type in scrap. Wait, oops. We already have... Oh wow, look at that. Numbers are climbing quite quickly. We already have over 100 scrap produced. Wow, look at that go. I really don't know what to say about that. That's just, wow. Alright, let's pull out a stack of that. Let's have a little bit of fun. Let's see what we can't do here. Let's Let's make some scrap boxes. And then all we should have to do is right-click. Oops, what do we get? Zinc dust. Let's actually turn off our coin of fortune for a second. All right, so what is that? That would be flint dust. Interesting. Scrap. Scrap has a high chance, I think, of coming out of there too, it looks like. What is this? Obsidian dust. Leather. More scrap. And more scrap. So if we have a chance of getting that much dust, like obsidian dust, zinc dust, initially we could actually set up an entire system to where it just sends out these dusts to be, well, sent out to like some type of powered furnace or just furnace of some sort to get cooked and then back into our system. So we're just basically getting free items here at the cost of a little bit of power, I guess. I like the way this worked out. Now, I still got a little bit of work to do in this room, and I'm not sure if this is how I really want this ME cabling to be sitting, but this is kind of the gist of what I wanted to do today. Now, as far as getting a system set up for the scrap boxes, I'm actually not sure how that's going to work to automatically do it for me. I know I could... Let's actually, instead of talking about it, let's actually go do it. Let's see. So, I could have this set up now to do it manually and craft me if I have too many. So you can see my cobblestone's actually going down at this point. Well, those recyclers are working awful fast, I will say that. So I might need to make up some more igneous extruders, which wouldn't be a problem. And I might have to slow down the recyclers. I'm not sure. So we need the blank drives. Where are they at? Right there. And, wait, what was I doing? Oh, yeah, right, scrap. Scrap. Scrap some scrap. Let's come down here. Fill this guy up. And we're going to encode that. There we go. We'll throw that into our Mac, which is what you guys told me to call it, the Mac. So that's the easiest name for it because, well, MAC, the molecular assembler chamber, the Mac, the giant Mac. All right, our drives are looking good. Our core is going well, and now we should be able to just come in here and say, scrap box, craft me 10. Craft me 10 of them. It's gonna use my scrap, and then manually I can do it this way, but there should be an automatic way of doing it, and I'll have to look into that. So paper, scrap. Dirt, scrap, scrap, stick, scrap, scrap, obsidian, and machine parts? Advanced circuit parts. Okay, cool. Let's put everything back into the system that I don't need. And I think that's going to about wrap it up for today. So let's kind of look around to make sure we're not missing too much. And I'm probably definitely going to have to either... I mean, they're still going strong with the cobblestone. But these guys need to speed up a little bit on the... Yep. On the cobble. Oh, yep. Our system is out of cobblestone. So there's... At this point, we're actually looking at... There's really no point of having this on. And these guys are actually constantly draining EU too. So let me go check the EU. Check our power situation. Power's doing fine. I don't think we have an issue there. Let's actually check the steam on our boiler. Alright, there is an issue there. Alright, so that is going to be draining out power little by little unless we do something like this for our quarry. That should actually help bump it up some. So yeah, steam's going up. That's good. It should be going up slowly but surely. Yep, it's going up. That's going to weaken our quarry, slow it down just a little bit, but it's well, it's keeping some steam around for our recyclers. So I'm definitely going to want to think about getting a new source of EU sometime here soon. So I'm thinking about adding another 5 of these guys. That's what I'm saying. This build here is actually, modular. I can actually add on to this if I want to. I can also add on to it this side if I really need to. And just have these guys going. So you can see, yeah, they're barely running here. This guy's got a stack. I don't know how he got a stack, but he's lucky. These other ones are jealous. And our scrap is still doing good. We got 410 so far. So that's going to about wrap it up for me today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any helpful tips, tricks, or comments, feel free to put them in the comment section down below. If you guys would rate the video, I always appreciate that. And until next time, we'll see you guys then. Goodbye.